Welcome back to SWAMPP Sunday episode, I think 3 now. Coming at you live from my truck. Because, yeah, I don't really have a place to film this today. So, it happens. There's definitely going to be a few episodes in the future where they're going to be in this truck, and it's okay, you know? I think it's a lot more intimate this way, you know? I think it's a lot more, like, personable, you know? Not being in a well-lit office or building that these massive podcast corporations are always doing, you know? I think that it's a lot better this way, I think. But yeah, now I'm chilling right now. It's currently 7 in the morning. The sun just came up. So yeah. So it's very ironic that the first topic I want to talk about in this episode are morning routines. All right. Because yeah, they've been blowing up a lot, you know. Routine content has been a very big thing in the past, like, 5 years, I'd say, especially when COVID hit, because everybody and their mother was at home, and people were trying to get, like, the most optimal routine possible for themselves, right? Well, this is just ridiculous. This new wave of morning routines is morning routines. I think I just said morning teens. Morning routines is, like, absolutely ridiculous, right? All right, there's this guy. I think his name's Ashton Hall. I'm going to say it by name. I don't care. His name's Ashton Hall. He gets up every morning at 3:50 on the dot and does a whole lot of nothing for the whole morning. All right. I can't show the video because it's, you know, a one-take podcast thing. I don't want to do that because I want this to be designed where you can just listen to it without the video, you know, and if it would really only do it justice if you had the video, because the whole audio of the video is just him, like, grunting. I'm not joking. Like, there's no music. It's just sounds and grunting. And there's, like, barely any talking. The only talking there was just this fake conversation he was having with, like, an investor being like, we gotta do at least 100,000. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not talking to anybody. You are talking to yourself. You are borderline schizophrenic, dude. Talking about 100,000. Bro, come on. You're not fooling anybody with that bullshit. All right, well, he's not fooling me. He's fooling a lot of people. Because the bottle of water, I didn't even mention this. He uses this, like, blue bottle of water, like this sparkling bottle. I forget what it's called, but it's like, I swear to God, it's like proprietary to him, because I've never seen this bottle in my life until he started using it. So I feel like he's like a co-founder or an investor of this bottle, and he's just pushing this out in, like, the most ridiculous format content ever, right? Because, like, he already has a massive following. Like, he's had a massive following before the morning routines. But I've never seen this bottle of water before now. And he's just promoting the ever-living hell out of it. And I mean, it's genius. It's absolutely genius, because sales for the bottle of water he's using, they're, like, skyrocketing right now. As we speak, they're skyrocketing. They're in, like, nowhere near of, like, maturity or decline. It's, like, it's perpetually growing. And all I have to say is good for him. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. You know, it's amazing. People are hating, but he's playing chess right now. He's like, actually playing chess, because he's using, he knows what he's doing in terms of, like, what content to make, right? In terms of what content that other people would be like, this is some bullshit. Because it is bullshit. All right, it does not take you 7 hours to do push-ups on your balcony, rub a banana on your face, watch a Christian YouTube video, do an ice wash with your face, sprint on a treadmill, play in the pool. It does not take you 7 hours to do all 6 of those. And in the video, it did take him 7 hours. You know? And not to mention, this dude doesn't even cook. Like, he has a personal chef make him shit. He has a personal assistant bring him bottles of water. Like, this is the biggest reason why, like, all of it's bullshit. Because, like, you made your living being jacked as shit, and you're telling me you can't get up off your ass and walk 10 feet to a fucking pantry and get a bottle of water when you can move your body you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that it's working. He's a genius. Like, he's a genius. I gotta learn something from that. And, and, like, I see people just clowning this dude, and it's so funny, but it's working. Like, you can't even be mad, man. It's crazy, you know? And, yeah. No, and there's this other guy, too, that I used to watch, and people were clowning the hell out of him, but he's a genius, too. Well, he's less of a genius because of what's going on now, but his name's Hub's Life. He pretty much got, like, this notoriety for making these day-in-the-life routines of somebody working a stereotypical 9-to-5. I think he was... Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think he was a benefits comp manager at this company. I forget. I don't know what company it was. He was in Texas. I know that. And because I followed him for like a year. And then he just made the same fucking content all the time, you know. And people were clowning him in the comments. Like, people were doing that SpongeBob meme where it was like, coming to bed, honey. Yes, dear. Like, that type of shit where you're just like behind the computer in traffic. All that shit. And like... It's so funny to me that, like, college kids are hating on this, too, because, like, what the fuck are you going to school for? Like, do you really think you're not going to have to work a 9-to-5 for at least a long time? Like, what is your end goal? You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do with this degree? You're going to be in that fucking cubicle doing something. I almost just said doing nothing. Low-key, some people just be doing nothing, honestly. A lot of it's, like, just to look fucking busy. I think we would benefit as a society if office jobs were just cut in half in terms of shifts. Because do you really need an 8-hour shift for benefits and comp? Like, that's a genuine question. Because I feel like I could get all that shit done in like 3 hours, you know, and then just look busy for the rest of the day, play a fucking gambling game or whatever, and then just lose half my paycheck. And yeah. I'm sorry I'm like breathing all weird. I've been stuffy like crazy the past like 3 days. I haven't been able to breathe through my nose. I'm a mouth breather right now. I need some... That's this other thing. This mouth tape epidemic needs to fucking stop. I don't want anything near my mouth while I'm sleeping, bruh. I don't give a shit how good nose breathing is good for you. I'm gonna fucking die if I do that. I cannot breathe through my nose right now, you know? It's like, it's crazy, man. And I bring up mouth tape because the morning routine guy was doing it too. But back to the Hub's Life guy, the main reason why I don't think he's much of a genius is because, well, he made so much money off TikTok that he quit his job. But, like, no one's watching him now. Because what the fuck are you going to post? Like, he kind of dug himself into a hole here. He made his whole life based around his 9-to-5, and now he doesn't have his 9-to-5. People are hating on him, saying he, like, switched up, and he's now, like, this guy, this guy that, like, deceived people or whatever. He's like, you're not one of us anymore. You know, you're famous now. Like, we can't associate with that. And I feel like in a few years he's going to be back to, unless he managed his money very wisely, which is it's very possible he did. Play all the right cards, because he was uploading for a long time. And when I say uploading, I mean like he was making thousands for a while, like for a long time. Like it's not the case where he got one viral video and he quit his job. Like, he's been getting viral videos for like 3 years at least. I saw this dude when I was a freshman in college. Like, he's been doing this shit for a long time, man. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's my whole segment on routines and morning routines. Don't trust that shit. Just, like, take a few things from each one if they look appealing to you in terms of, like, what you want to do every day for your life. But don't base your entire life around somebody else. And that's the whole premise of social media, too. You know, I see so many people just live their life after somebody else, or get so obsessed with celebrities to the point where they're keeping up with what they're doing and they can't keep up what they can't keep up with their responsibilities. I've seen that shit before. Like, dude, no shade. One of my professors at school, he, like, self-admittedly, he doesn't finish his slides because he's too busy watching movies. That's what he's told us. And I'm like, if this is true, oh my God. Like, you need help, bro. That's not good. That's not a good thing, man. Movies all day. Well, I'm not really, like, that big of a movie guy, to be honest. Like, I've never really been a movie guy. You know, it's not even, like, my attention span. Like, I haven't really seen that many interesting films that, like, can captivate me for that fucking long. Right, dude? Like, there's some, bro. If anything's boring for 20 minutes max, I'm turning that shit off. Like, genuinely, life is too short to spend 2 hours in front of a TV where you're watching something that doesn't make any fucking sense or to you, and, like, it isn't. I don't give a shit if it's, like, artistic or whatever, or creative, or a nominated film, bro. If that shit is boring to me, I'm not watching it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what cinematography went in. I don't care about the rule of thirds they used on frame 27 of minute 22, second 8. You know what I mean? Or at the 8-second mark. I don't give a shit what they did there. All right? Let me watch my movie in peace. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm sick of talking about college majors. Film majors, bro. They need to be fucking studied, man. God, some of those guys are good. Some of them fucking suck. Some of them are so insufferable. They have, like, a superiority complex about them where it's like, oh, just because I've watched this means I know everything about this. Fucker. I saw your capstone, Aiden. That shit was ass. That shit was buns, dude. I was in a video program when I was 17, and my final looked better than that shit, and I filmed it on a Sony camcorder. Like, dude, you are not, bro. And you had, like, a Blackmagic camera? Like, give me a break, dude. Hayden, bro. Fuck that guy. This is just like a diss session, bro. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I've never been a movie guy. You know, me personally, it's just not my thing. Honestly, TV, I haven't really been that big either. Like, I don't like TV shows that are, like, over 20 minutes an episode. Like, it's just, like, I am a firm believer in you can fit everything in 20 minutes. There's no, dude, there's this one show that, like, okay, this is, like, a whole other story, right? I was hanging out with this girl once, right? And I was back at her apartment, and we were, like, chilling on her bed, watching TV, and she puts on this fucking show, this, like, British crime show. It's not Sherlock. I don't know what it is. It's some weird-ass show. Each episode's, like, an hour, 10 minutes long. I fell asleep on her bed while watching that shit. Like, I didn't even try to make a move, bro. I fell asleep. I was so bored. I was like, bro. And I didn't want to say, like, can we please put on something else? Like, and by something else, it would have been probably Adam Sandler. Something easily digestible so where you don't have to pay attention to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, like, she put on this, like, psychological thriller type shit where you need to, like, be really, you'd be cognitively advanced and, like, firing on all cylinders to, like, really process it. I'm just trying to fuck, bro. I'm not trying to watch this bullshit, man. Like, genuinely, bro, I fell asleep, you know? So it's like, bro, TV shows like that, where it's like each episode's like a damn near length of a movie. Like, give me a fucking break. Put on some George Lopez, man. Put on some fucking Everybody Hates Chris. A big bag with one cookie in it. Like, bro, put on some of that, bro. Put on something good. Like, you know, I'm sure if I liked longer stuff, or if I liked things, what the fuck am I bro, if I liked things, low-key, I don't like anything, to be honest. I'm such a hater about everything, man. I'm a D1 hater on a lot of things, I think. The only thing I don't hate is other races. You know what I mean? Like, I hate everything else, bro. Like, shit. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I'm such a fucking hater. Like, I'm a self-proclaimed hater. The only show that, like, can do like 50-minute, 40-minute episodes or like hour-long episodes and be captivating. The only 3 shows I've watched that were like that were Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, and Psych. Those 3 shows are my favorite shows of all time, and they're all in the hour mark. But that's the difference between, like, actually writing your shit and making an hour and 20 minutes of just bullshit, like, stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's just stuff that's just not fucking interesting, to me at least. Like, British and 1800s, like, I've never had an interest in that. And when she put that on, I was like, bro, what are we watching, dude? You can't say anything either, man. It's her apartment. Like, I didn't want to get kicked out. You know what I mean? Even though I left because I was not trying to watch that bullshit. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like, obviously, if I have kids or if I have a wife one day, I'll watch some bullshit with her that I don't like. But this was like a first date. Like, this was not anything like, she wasn't my wife. You know what I mean? Like, she wasn't like my kid. Like, I didn't really, it's not to say like I didn't care for her, because like I did care for her, but it wasn't like a love aspect where it's like you do anything for them. You know what I mean? Where you'd make sacrifices. We were not at the sacrifice stage just yet, all right? We were not there yet. And I don't know if we ever would get there. I haven't talked to her in forever. I might hit her up after this. I'm not going to, because I don't have her number anymore. But yeah, no, yeah, that was my whole fucking rant on movies. Oh my god, that took forever. But yeah, no, dude, cinema majors, cinema extremists, they piss me off so much. Where it's like, have you seen fucking Fromage des Stevens? Like, no, I've not fucking seen Cheese of Stephen. I have not seen that. I don't want to see it, man. It's a 4-hour French film. All French. No sub. Like, do you hate yourself? Like, are you suicidal, dude? Why the fuck would anyone want to watch that? Like, genuinely. 4 hours, bro. This is a real thing. It wasn't called Cheese of Stephen. I don't know what the hell it was called. It was some pretentious French film. And I'm French, so I can say that shit. French people are pretentious as hell. All right. They talk a lot of shit, even though they've lost every fucking war they've been in, bro. Like they talk a lot of shit. Like, America talks a lot of shit too, but low-key, they can back it up some of the time. You know, they did beat the Britons in the Revolutionary War with a bunch of 12-year-olds, so let me make fun of your beans on toast, dude. You know what I mean? But there are many other things that America has lost in and is currently losing in. Sorry about that. My nose, my allergies are going insane this week. This whole weekend has just been allergy city, man. Population me. Fuck, it's been bad, dude. I can only breathe out of my mouth. It's ridiculous. But so I'm sorry about my labored breathing. I need a fucking CPAP, dude. I need a neti pot on standby right now. But yeah, no, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, to be honest, but I do that shit all the time. You know, and I really wish I knew what I was talking about. I guess this is a good time to segue into something else, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but yeah, no, this is like kind of the same thing with movies and TV, but not the length. What they're putting in them, dude. Because some of these kid shows that are coming out now, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I saw a clip on Instagram of this cow being like, I'm non-binary and my pronouns are they, them, not he, him. And I'm like, good for the cow, but why the fuck do I need to know that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, they didn't push gay people on us when I was growing up. I found that shit out on my own. Pause. No. I found, hey, no disrespect. I found that out from, like, people I was friends with, and then they being like, I might be gay, dude, and then I'd be like, oh, shit, congrats. You know, this might be a hot take, But I don't give a fuck what someone's sexuality is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't know why it matters as much as it does to people. I don't know why some churches don't marry people when, you know, the creator is... This is gonna be very controversial. So if the creator of all is, you know, forgiving and just very loving, would he care about someone marrying the opposite sex? Would he care? Like, that, it doesn't seem like he would care. Like, would Jesus care about that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would. I don't think he would care about that. The Bible cares about it. There are a lot of passages in there that, you know, are against gay things. But it's like, was Jesus really against that, though? That's something that I've been wanting to know for a long time, and I have yet to get a straight answer on it, because all people do is refer me to the Bible. Like, I don't want to, no, don't refer me to that. I've already read all that. You know what I mean? Like, I've already seen that. I've already made my own opinion on it. Like, why don't you, as a diehard Christian, tell me, why would Jesus care about me marrying a dude? Like, it's not that deep. It's not deep at all. Like, there's a verse in the Bible saying you'll go to hell if you get a tattoo. Like, would Jesus care about that? Like, no, he wouldn't. I don't think he would. That I mean, I didn't know him. I've never met him, because he died on the cross and was resurrected like 2,000 years before I was born. So I didn't get to meet him yet. But yeah, no, I really don't think he would care, in my opinion, you know? Like, I don't want to say something that, you know, he wouldn't believe in, but I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like there are bigger issues to deal with than people liking dudes, than dudes on dudes. There's a lot of worse shit going on than dudes on dudes. That's my whole fucking thing. Because people just care so much about dudes on dudes. It's ridiculous, man. But I love how I just went into that whole thing on a pause moment. That is amazing, dude. That is like flying cars, they said. Now we're in 2025 and I'm talking about a fucking, who the hell? There will. What? I just got a text on my phone. I'm sorry. I'm recording this on my phone. That's a whole other, I might actually get into that story because it's a funny story. But yeah, no, that was so funny that I just fucking did that off of a pause. But yeah, no, actually the story that just happened, right? I just got a text on my phone that said, there will. I have no idea what it's in reference to. I was texting one of my friends last night. It was one of my friends, about this girl that I really like right now. And dude, I don't know how it's gonna go, man. She's on the other side of the fucking country. You know what I mean? Like, and I've known her for a while. Like, I don't know. Well, I never really went into this story. Well, I went into this story before of this, but it's not up anymore. It's been unlisted for a while. I used to be obese. I used to be very fat, right? And I met that girl while I was very obese. And that when I was obese, I was like, there's no way a girl would like me. You know, because I grew up with people, you know, faking prom proposals to me, faking homecoming proposals to me, you know, saying they liked me, and then immediately was like, oh no, like I was dared to say it or whatever, like I was just some fucking joke. So when a bad bitch likes me, I'm like, no you don't. No you fucking don't, bro. No you don't. No you don't. Especially someone that like knew me when I was obese. Cause like, where the hell was that before? You know what I mean? Like, that's like the main thing, you know? I'm a firm believer in no one likes fat people. Pause. Let me explain. In terms of being a dude, you know, if you're big as hell, a lot of the time, people don't take you seriously. people don't fuck with you like that. Sometimes big people sometimes big people can make humor about it. I made humor about it, but no girl liked me because, like, you can be big and be handsome. You know what I mean? I was not that. I'm not handsome, bro. I don't think I am handsome, So I had the double whammy. I was butt fuck ugly and I was fat. You know what I mean? Now I got one of those under control. I'm going to Turkey to get my fucking hair transplant. I'm joking, by the way. But, yeah, no, I mean, I guess I don't really like how I look because all my life I've been reminded, how ugly I was, or how people wouldn't want to take me seriously in terms of my weight, in terms of, how I looked, in terms of how I presented myself. And, it's just, it's crazy that someone from that era of my life likes me. It doesn't feel real. I feel like something's up. So when I got that text, I was texting her about it. I was like, the text I sent her, I was like, yo, I've liked this girl since I was obese. Because I did. The first time I ever met this girl, right? This was during COVID. This was during my senior year of high school. This was back when we were still on, like, masks and stuff. I don't know how it was in other countries that handled COVID better than us in the U.S., but in my state that I was in, we couldn't go to school until, like, the last 2 weeks of, like, classes. I missed my whole senior year, pretty much. Aside from this, like, tech program I got into. But, yeah, during the tech program that I got into my senior year of high school, where I was shooting video, I met this girl there, and she, dude. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, bro. I was so, like, I don't know what it was, bro. Like, I remember the first Zoom meeting we all had, and her camera was on. I turned my shit off. I turned my camera off to do a double take. I did an asynchronous double take. That is the term I've coined for that, because it was so funny, and I only met her in person like 3 times. She barely went to class. Well, she went to class, but we sat on other sides of each other. Like, we didn't really talk. There were groups in that program, and, I didn't really talk to her that much, to be honest. And it was mostly after we all graduated where, like, I would slide up on her stuff, she would slide up on my stuff. But I never knew she liked me like that. You know what I mean? I never knew that until, like, a week ago. I reposted something on my TikTok, and it low-key applied to her, but I wasn't thinking about her. Because that was like 5 fucking years ago. Like, I wasn't thinking about her anymore. And she slid up and was like, interesting. And then I was like, yo, let me shoot a Hail Mary right now, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let me shoot my shot real quick. So I said, how so? And then she was just like, she went into this thing, and then I asked for a number, and then we were just texting from there on out. And hey, man, her friend has been talking to me about it too. And because her friend is also a friend of mine, but she knows her better than I do, obviously. And she told me there's a chance. She told me there's definitely a chance that it'd be good. The only thing where it's like, a thing where it's like, I don't know if she'd take me seriously is like the long distance thing. Because I've seen videos of people where they're like, I flew to my sneaky link. Like, I went from Houston to LA. And I'm like, flying to LA for dick is insane. Flying for dick is crazy. You are a woman. You can get that shit anywhere, bro. Like, I'm so serious, bro. The Johnson game can't be that good, bro. It might be. I don't know. But, like, that's the thing. It's like, I've never met someone where it's like they would be willing to do long distance. You know what I mean? Because I guess I'm not worth long distance. I'm just a dude. I'm not handsome like that. I don't know what the dude looked like where the girl flew to LA. I don't know what he looked like, but I'm sure he looked a lot better than me, in terms of not even body type. Like, my body's actually decent now. It's just my face, dude. I don't know. I have a really weird looking face. And I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, I don't think highly of myself at all in terms of, like, attractiveness or whatever. And I get that, like, the confidence is key. But, like, I have confidence in my abilities to talk to women. But, like, in my own self, in my own skin, fuck that. I am not comfortable in it. All right. Sorry. Fucking sue me, man. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, no, it just seems very weird that, you know, it seems surreal that a girl would want to do long distance. You know, 'cause she's, well, not really like long distance. She is like, from my school, she's like probably 4 hours, 5 hours. That's decent distance. It's not flying distance, but it's decent distance, I would say, you know, and she's from like 10 minutes from my hometown. And yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that, you know. I hope it doesn't fizzle out. I've liked her for a long time. And I did not know until this week that there was a chance with that. That's also a crazy thing, man. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but like, do you know how many women have been like, I used to like you? Like, motherfucker, tell me then. Like, why'd you keep this from me? Sorry about that. I got some spit. But, like, why would you keep that from me? I'm a dude. I don't have, like, I don't know who you think I am in terms of, like, how many women I've been with or whatever. But, like, it's not, the number's not that high. You know what I mean? Especially, numbers are drastically inflated in today's society, I would definitely say. Like, people have studies that are like, Gen Z's having less sex. That's fucking bullshit, bro. We're the most, like, horny generation ever, bro. Not even we. Like, just people in general. Like, the shit I've heard from this college campus, the amount of STDs going around, I'm sure it was worse back in, like, in the 80s or whatever, but were people in, like, the 30s getting down like we were? Like we are? Once again, we're not we. You know what I mean? Like, like, I don't believe that shit. I believe the drinking thing because, you know, shit's expensive, but I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of studies that Gen Z is, like, very much, like, not doing anything in terms of sex, drinking, drugs. Like, they're all on a down decline. And, like, first of all, get off our dicks. Everything's expensive. I'm sorry I couldn't buy my house for 3 pecan sandy cookies. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry, you know? God forbid I want to be financially responsible in this fucking economy. You know, I'm sorry I didn't invest in crypto when I was, 6 years old. My bad, gang. I was told all my life, go to college and you'll get a job. Now we got motherfuckers in Harvard that can't get jobs. Harvard! Motherfucker! What are y'all doing, bruh? What are y'all got? Whoa. What are you guys doing, man? That's crazy, bro. I found something, though. I did get an internship. It's not a good one. Well, I can't even say that. But like, it's something. It's something, all right? It's not that many hours, which is good. I thought they were going to milk me dry. Whoa. I thought they were going to, like, use me for work, like, a lot. Because I thought the company was based in India, where there are no labor laws there. It's based in LA, so we're good. We're chilling. I thought it was based in India for a long time. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just thought it was. And office hours in India are from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. I'm not fucking joking. I'm not kidding, dude. Us in America, we have it very good in terms of, like, work life, I would say. But compared to some other places, we could be doing better, bro. Like, why the fuck, like, a woman gives birth and she's expected to give a fucking presentation the next day, like, the same day. You gotta, she's gonna give birth in the conference room while she's going over her notes, man. Like, there's no such thing as, you know, people looking out for people, dude. And that's just corporate life in general, man. You know? Do you know how easily replaceable you are in corporate? Like, people are talking about, oh, we're a family at this job. First of all, run if someone tells you that. Second of all, you're not a family, because if I die prematurely during, like, corporate life, none of y'all motherfuckers are going to my funeral, because if I invited you guys, none of you would show up. That's just how it is. None of you guys would show up. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like that's, I don't know. I don't know, man. I've yet to find a job. Well, I mean, I'm young as hell. I've yet to find a job where it's like I actually fit in with these people. And then it hit me. It's like, you don't have to fit in with these people. You go to work. All right? You know what I mean? Like, go to happy hour or something. But, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. Corporate life is kind of scary to me, to be honest. And I'm going into corporate, you know. Like, I'm probably going to go into corporate, you know. I just want to have something to do, you know. I went over earlier in this where, like, bullshitting during your work or, like, bullshitting your morning routine, like, that's just office jobs. That's just what I feel like. I've seen so many videos of people, like, in my field do work for, like, 2 hours and then be like, I'm done everything for the day. And they just can't leave. They have to sit there for, like, 6 fucking hours and wait. Like, what? Like, I guess you could get, like, on top of things, but, dude, some managers, like, gatekeep shit. Like, some people just won't send you shit, like, when you're supposed to do it. And, like, or not when you're supposed to do it, like, they only send it when you're supposed to do it. Like, why can't I just get this shit done? I wish that you could, okay, here's what I propose, right? I wish that you could work your office job, and as soon as you were done all your responsibilities for the week, you're off for that whole week. And you get paid the same amount. I guarantee you, we would cut labor times in half if we just did shit instead of goof around all fucking day with our work families. But the pizza party at that, bro. You want to bullshit in an office for 1/18 of a pizza every other Friday of the year? Be my guest, man. But what I propose, right, is 8-hour office days, right? So, like, if you needed to get done your work, you can, because some jobs definitely require way more than 40 hours a week. I'm thinking in terms of, like, regular office shit, like business-related stuff. You know, if you can get your shit done before the end of the week, you should be off that whole fucking week. Like, if I get all my stuff done by Thursday, what the hell do I need to be there on Friday for? Like, there's no meetings on Friday. Like, why can't I just be remote and just not do shit? You know what I mean? And, dude, I'm very passionate about this topic because it's fucking stupid. Right? It's dumb. It's really dumb. We should, especially office jobs, bro, we should be working on our own terms, but we're not. We're fixed under that 9 to 5, that 8 to 4, that 7 to 3, that whatever, you know, whatever it may be. And it's just, we're not promoted to get shit done. And at the end of the day, too, like, you're not really making as much of a difference as your manager might make it seem. You're just doing a job. You're just a member of a rat race, you know? And I'm not even saying that on, like, my, I'm a course seller. I'm like a fucking, I'm just a dude, man. I'm in college right now. I'm going to go into corporate, right? I'm going into corporate. Unless something drastic happens, if this blows up, or if I actually become an actor. I used to want to be an actor, by the way. Like, I used to really want to be an actor. I did a couple shows here and there, you know, throughout college. I loved acting. I hated the people I acted with, bro. Fuck those guys. Genuinely fuck those guys. If you thought film nerds were pretentious, theater fucks are, like, the worst. They're the worst, dude. Like, someone will be a worse actor than you telling you how to act. Motherfucker, read your notes. Like, apply that in your own life and get off my Johnson, okay? Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Stop giving me all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, that just, it doesn't sit right with me. I really do want to be an actor still, but, however, I'm very big on, like, doing creative shit on my own terms, though. The only way, well, I wanted to be a musician for a while, too. The only way I would make music full-time for, other people or whatever, or not even that, the only way I do music full-time is if I was independent, if I could do myself. Labels are death traps, man. And they're so fucking sneaky, too. Like, they prey on people that, like, grow up dirt poor and promise them money, and then they house them. They keep them in the dark, and then they fall off. It's ridiculous. Like, it's so easy for me to be like, I'm never going to sign to a label, but I've never been in that situation. I've never been living under a fucking barn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where these people came from. Like, I've never been living in those conditions. I'm very blessed. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am. I'm very thankful. I have a lot of gratitude for that. If I was in that situation, I would probably take the label too. I see a lot of people dogging musicians for picking shitty labels, but, like, why don't you put yourself in their shoes? You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, no, bro. The only way I would do acting is if I was like a Key and Peele guy or like a Tim Robinson or something, like, where I would make my own shit. I would do my own sketches. Because I'm a big idea guy, all right? I hate doing other people's ideas, man, in terms of acting and other creative stuff. Because they just suck. They're not good. Like, I will admit, I've made some stinkers over the years in terms of, like, stuff that just isn't good. Like, dude, some of my video production projects, like, oh my God, they've aged horrifically. They have not been good, At the time, even, too, some of them at the time, I was like, this is just not good, but I'm just going to get it done. I feel like that is going to be how I feel if I do acting for other people. Because, back when I did have a director during, my show at college, dude, I would be doing, I didn't even memorize the script, bro. I did that shit all off the dome. Because I was like, bro, I probably should have memorized it. That was on me. But, like, it's a comedy. And this dude's, like, pushing it into a different direction. And I've seen the play. Like, the play's supposed to be funny. And he's doing everything but funny. Like, bro, let me be funny, man. Come on now. Like, let me do my shit. All right? I am not good with, I will say this, bro. As an actor, for other people's shit, I'm such a bitch to work with. I'm sorry. Like, I'm joking. I'm just saying, like, I will obviously hear other people's ideas out. Like, I'm not that fucking stubborn. But in terms of, like, my own, the main premise with this, right, the main premise I'm trying to get out is if I go into acting and if I make it big and making my own shit and there are other people higher up than me telling me how to rework my shit, that's when we're going to have an issue. If it's someone else's shit, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll fucking do it. Right? Like, the director, I wholeheartedly take responsibility for not knowing any of that script. Like, I should have been looking at that script, all right? I was not. I was partying. I was doing all sorts of shit while I was supposed to be memorizing, but it's whatever, man. It happens, I guess. But yeah, no, I don't know. I wanted to get back into acting, but theater acting is hell on earth. I don't like it. It's not, I just don't take it seriously, bro. Because whenever someone mentions theater, I think of, like, the hoity-toity, that is not a word, or a saying. Like, I just think of, like, the stupidly sophisticated, like, old-ass theater productions. I have respect for them, but they are boring as all hell. Like, they are not entertaining to me at all. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? No, sir. I'm not going to sit through that for 4 hours. I don't want to, bro. I'm not sitting through that shit, all right? That's, bro, when I was going on my rant about movies and TV, musicals fit that so much better. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep during plays. I cannot tell you. If I'm not in it, I'm not watching it in terms of plays and musicals. Like, call me selfish, call me every name in the fucking book, but what you're not gonna call me is bored. All right, because that shit would make me fucking bored out of my mind. Holy fuck, I cannot imagine. I don't think I've ever sat through a play awake. I don't think I've ever not dozed off. I would genuinely rather watch paint dry than Hamilton in full. There's only like 2 musicals I can sit through. Phantom of the Opera, I like that one. I remember I was in chorus for a long time, and we would always sing shit from that. So like I learned it from that, you know. And there's this other one, I forget what it's called, but it's about like these teenagers or whatever. That one's good. That one's decent. I forget what it's called though, but that one's all right. Like when I say I can sit through them, I don't enjoy them. It just means I can sit through them. I do enjoy Phantom though. I do like Phantom a lot actually. But yeah, no, yeah. Sorry, my allergies, man. Fucking mouth breathing. I've gone over that like 3 different times, but yeah, no, that's pretty much all I have to talk about for this video. We went over a lot of different topics. I'm going to try to get some collab episodes out. I have no idea what any of my other friends are doing right now. But I'm going to hope they're free at some point so we can get this show on the road and go over some just video ideas that I have, because I have a lot of video ideas for like collab stuff in terms of like tier lists, just like trivia shit, just everything under the sun, man, that you can do with a friend I'm thinking of. So definitely make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more episodes like this. And yes, stay tuned for episode 4 next Sunday. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't script any of these. I don't even have any ideas in my head. I literally point and shoot. Every Sunday, I point and shoot and just spit off the dome. That's all I do. That is all I fucking do on this channel now. I'm going to try to get some videos out, like some other shit out, but like in terms of this is the bare minimum. Once a week is bare minimum for me. So be looking forward to that, but also be looking forward to some possible stuff I have in the future. But that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys liked everything I said, and yeah, I'll see you.